Let me show y'all how this MACD arrow system work. Let me show y'all how this MACD arrow system work. This is the easiest trading system. It's built for beginners. You have to know absolutely nothing about the game to be able to be profitable here. As I'm about to show y'all right now. You do not have to know much to be profitable in this game. The market is actually moving right now. The market is actually moving right now. As you can see, the market then went up. It gave a double top, turned around, fell below the resistance of the previous day. That's right here. You know what I'm saying? Let me show y'all what's going on right here. It's the 13 that's coming down to the 50 EMA. We use the 13 EMA, the 50 EMA, and the 200 EMA. Real quick, y'all, down here we got these MACD arrows printing out. You know what I'm saying? This is the dopest system arrow ever. All you got to do is follow the arrows. If you know a little bit of the market structure, you will be able to profit greatly from this. So they came down, they grabbed the liquidity right here. Boom, that's this big white bearish candle that came out, right? We got the red arrow corresponding to show that that breakout came down to hit the previous low of the day. This purple line right here, that's the previous low of the day. Boom. Then guess what? Got a green arrow printed out right here. Got the price jumping right back above the 13, and then you just ride the 13 on up. Broke the resistance of the previous coming out of the pre-market. The pre-market is the gray shaded area. The black part is the current day, US day. And like I say, this is the market going on right now live. You know what I'm saying? This 2:23 in the afternoon, July 1st, you know what I'm saying? And that's exactly where the market is right now. And, you know, I'm going to show y'all how easy it is really to catch these moves. You know what I'm saying? It's not really a big deal to be able to catch these moves in the market, because I ended up making, you know, $1,100 off that play this morning. I ended up making $1,100. One trade, got in on the green MACD arrow, you know, rolled it up to 1,100 profit, and just got up on out the trade. You know what I'm saying? Just that simple. It's just that simple, y'all. You don't got to do much to be able to be successful in this market. You do not have to do much to be successful in this market. And the tighten up MACD arrow system is the best thing smoking. Click the link in the description, you know, and sign up for the classes. Classes are starting. Sunday classes are starting this Sunday on my birthday, July the 5th. I will be 45 years old. Y'all tap in with me into these classes. Following week, we got them starting on the school platform, 8 p.m. on the Saturday nights. And this is going to be every week, because one thing you got to understand about the market is that as easy as I can show y'all how this system works, as easy as I can show y'all that all you got to do is press the green button or the red button to buy and sell on the Top Step platform. And I'm gonna let y'all know what the Top Step platform is all about, and how we use prop firms to leverage other people's money so that we could be able to make money in this market, y'all. Hey, look, these corporations don't care about us. These corporations don't care about us, but guess what? You know, it's all fine and good and dandy. Learn this. You don't have to quit your job to learn this. Learn this, build yourself up, and then start making these next steps. But what you need is somebody to actually teach you the market flow and give you a system that you could be profitable from the beginning. The first two arrows of the day are golden. Every day you get in, you take the first two arrows, and you get up out of there. I'm telling you, this is the smoothest system ever, and it is so easy. Tap in with me if you need your screen set up. You know what I'm saying? Account setups, you know, and if you want to join the team, go ahead and join the team, because this is a lifelong journey, y'all. This is a lifelong journey. While everybody out here sweating in this 97-degree weather, 100-degree weather, good luck to y'all. Good luck to everybody at the plant. I get to sit back and make one trade, and then come back and have a great day. And then continue to have a great day, continue to sip my tea, and it can continue to keep it moving, because once you learn this, your days get way easier. Your days get way easier, but it's not easy to learn. And there's a lot of people out there that's going to try to teach it to you in the context that you really can't understand. And that's what I'm here for, to just break it down simple for you. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to break it down like this. I'm here to break it down like this. I'm here to break it down. Let's say when that 13 cross that 50, you just ride that 13. Ride that 13. When this 13 cross that 50, you just ride that 13. All you got to do is just follow the 13 EMA. The 13 EMA give you so much information. And once you understand how these three EMAs all interact with each other, then you will be in so much of a great position. When these EMAs interact with each other and they cross, you are probably in a position for a great move. You know, when it come down here, hit the resistance of the previous day and it turn around and bounce up, you probably in for a great move. I caught my great move of the day, and it's another great move of the day going on right now. But I'm not the one to be greedy. I don't be sitting up here trying to catch every single move. My goal is to teach you how to catch the moves that's right for you. My goal is to teach you how to put the moves together that's going to be able to allow you to be able to sustain your life. Because at the end of the day, everybody can't trade from 9 o'clock in the morning to 5:30 in the afternoon. That's just one of the things, and that's what understanding the pre-market is all about. You can understand how to be able to get in the market at 6 p.m., 6 p.m. to 9 p.m., catch that play and be able to make just as much money as anybody else in the market. Learning how to leverage, learning how to position size, learning how to be calm, be patient, wait on your confirmations in the market of what you know what's going on. And the market is actually really easy to read. It just takes practice, and once you get that practice in, then you can start really taking it to the next level. And that's what I'm here for, to help you take it to the next level. Even if you have not made a trade at all and you have absolutely know nothing about trading, just click the link in the description to the stand store that I got, and go ahead and download the free material about everything about the futures market and how we do it on Team Tighten Up, how we teach you how to leverage these prop firms and be able to extract money and be able to change your whole lifestyle. You can change your whole lifestyle day trading. And the biggest thing about day trading, what people don't understand, is that you got to be mentally in the game. You got to be mentally in the game, and it's a certain type of mental aspect that you have to be able to learn, and it has to be developed, and it takes a lot of patience, and you have to be a really patient person. You can't be fidgety, you can't be jittery, you can't sit down here and not know what to do and be indecisive. You have to be able to read what the market is telling you to do and then be able to respond accordingly without having your emotions involved. That's really the bottom line to it. And then most of y'all are losing because y'all don't realize that your emotion ain't got nothing to do with the market. It got to do with your light bill being due, your gas bill being due, and everything else that's going out here in the world that got your mind everywhere except for focused and locked into the market. And that's the reason why a lot of y'all losing. If I tell you that all you got to do is wait for a red arrow to print out and then hit the red sell button, or even wait for a green arrow to print out and then hit the green buy button, and I told you it was just that simple, then of course you will be like, I want to try that out. But the first time that it doesn't work in your favor, you go be like, oh, this some bullshit. It's like, no, you got to understand the market works in probabilities, and the probabilities are the highest at between 9:30 and 5:30 in the morning that you're going to get a lot more volatility, you know. But the strategy works at any time of the day. When the 13 cross the 50, you ride the 13 down, get that MACD arrow corresponding to which direction that you want to go. That's how you do the market, you know. You use the 30-minute chart and you follow what's happening on that 30-minute chart. You use the 5-minute and the 1-minute to get in precise entries. And you could do this all day long, all week long, all month long, and just tell yourself, I'm waiting until the market start to do this, and then I'm going to put in my trade. And you can have so much success. You do not have to be in the market all day, every day in order to be successful in this. You do not have to quit your job. You do not have to quit your job. Everybody's so worried about having to quit their job in order to do this. You don't have to quit your job, but what you do have to do is practice. You do have to learn this. You do have to be responsible for yourself in taking the steps that it is to be successful in this, because most people, it take them a long time to learn the charts anyway. And if you like me, if you were 70s, 80s baby, 70s baby, 80s baby, the 90s baby, you probably ain't even keen up on the technology like you should be. If you a 70s baby, an 80s baby, or a 90s baby, you may not be keen up on this technology as you should be in order to be able to start your success in the market. And that's when you got to go and you got to figure out how to use a laptop if you don't know how to use one. Figure out how to use a mouse if you don't know how to use one. How to navigate drop downs and things like that. I know it's a lot of y'all hot at that plant. I know y'all hot at that plant. No AC, I seen y'all on Facebook complaining this morning. I had to cut that shit off. I say, look, man, I'm down here in the comfort of my own home, peaceful, chilling, in the studio. You know what I'm saying? Just made another quick $1,100 off one goddamn trade sitting in my central goddamn air. What is more beautiful than that, people? What would you rather be doing? And I understand if you don't get off of work until 4:30 this afternoon. The market opened right back up at 6 p.m. Learn about that pre-market. The pre-market is where the money is at. The pre-market is where the money is at. If you don't understand the pre-market, click the link below and then tap into the Team Tighten Up challenge, y'all. Challenge yourself. You feel me? And I'm giving you the cheat code. I'm giving it to you. I'm giving you the arrows that's going to tell you exactly when to get in and when to get out. It's just up to you to have the mental fortitude to be able to click that button at the right time. Right button, right time. That's all this is all about. Right button, right time. Can you click the green arrow when it's time to buy, and can you click the red button when it's time to sell? When you see the corresponding arrows, can you click the right button at the right time? That's all you got to do. If you a trader that's struggling in the game, a beginner trader, you don't know nothing about trading, this is the system for you. This is the MACD cheat code. Click the link in the description to sign up for the classes. Classes is starting July the 5th on Sunday, 1 p.m. and Saturday, July 12th at 8 p.m. And we going every week because I'm here for y'all to be able to get it, you know, and I'm doing it right on the weekends, in the evening time, and during the daytime for anybody else that work the weekends. There's a lot of y'all that work the weekends. Y'all feel like y'all can't be involved. That's why I got these classes set up specifically so that y'all could be able to take advantage. Stop going to the club. The law of sacrifice. Stop going to the club. Stop going to the club. Stop going to the bar. Because you're going to have to put that bottle down if you're going to be successful in this game anyway. You're going to have to put that bottle down if you're going to be successful in this game anyway. You ain't going to be out here being able to drink and hang and do all that other shit that you think that you used to do before you come and get in this game. This trading game. You got to leave that old you alone if you go come get in this trading game. That's what y'all don't get. That's why a lot of people ain't successful. It's deeper than the mental psychology. People got enough stuff going on in their lives to where they looking at it like, wow. They're looking at it like, wow, they can't stop drinking. They can't stop doing these drugs. They can't get a clear mental state of mind. They can't let go of the hurt that's been caused in their life. That's what it boils down to. That's why you can't meditate, because you stuck into a past that's not present right now. Of course, the past is not present right now, but that's what people stuck at. People pain lie in the past, and their anxiety lies in the future. But all you got to do is understand the power of now. When you start to understand the power of now, you're able to be focused throughout all of those other things that you thought were holding you back in life. They no longer become an obstacle. They no longer become an obstacle, and you got to really believe in yourself. And that's what we do here at Team Tighten Up. We help to tighten you up. We turning regular people into titans, regular people into profitable traders, changing people's lives. And this is my first time around doing an actual class for everybody with this system. So I need y'all to tap in, because the whole world gonna get paid off of this system. This one of these systems that's so easy that a 10-year-old could do it. It's so easy a 10-year-old could do it. It's so easy that all you got to do is, when you see the green button, the green arrow, when you see that green arrow, click the buy button. When you see the red arrow, click the sell button. When the price rises above the 13 EMA, you ride that 13. Boom, ride that 13. Pause. Pause, but that's the song. The song is Ride That 13. You got to ride that 13 EMA. You gotta ride that 13 EMA. It corresponds to every time frame, y'all. From the higher time frames to the lower time frames. Once you start figuring that part out, then that MACD arrow system, it starts telling on itself. You will be able to see exactly what the market doing. You understand what the higher the previous day is, what the lower the previous day is. All you gotta do is execute. Everything else in between is noise. Catch the extremes. We're going to teach you how to be able to see the market in that way and understand the support and resistance zones, you know? So, you know, like I say, this is the best This is the best shit smoking. This is the best trading system that's smoking. And I provide to you, as I said, it's the MACD arrow system. You know, market is live right now. Market is live right now. And as y'all can see from the arrows at the bottom, it is supremely accurate. It is supremely accurate. Red arrow going down at the beginning of the day. Green arrow going up. Boop. That's the turnaround. Hop above the 13. Hop above the 200. In all day. Got the momentum arrows keeping you going up. Riding above the 13 all day. Right? Hit your target. Reverse position. Red MACD arrow telling you to go down. You take it down. Crossing below the 13. You ride it down the rest of the day. And it could probably consolidate the rest of the day. You know what I'm saying? Because one thing that you go figure out is that you don't know what the market is going to do. You know? You have no idea. You have no idea what the market is going to do. The market can do anything. It can do a long liquidity grab. It could turn around and bounce to the other side, and you have no idea what it's going to do. The key is just to be in position for what's likely to happen next. And the MACD arrows help to guide you. They help to guide you into winning trades. They help to guide you from getting in too early. They help to guide you and understand where you need to get in and where to put your stop loss at. They're a guide. They're the best guide that you can have in this market. It's the best thing smoking in this market. And if you're not making money off of this system in 2026, then hey, hopefully you can make some money off of it in 2027, because I want everybody to make money off of this system. I want everybody to get it. This is the easiest system in the world. But the hardest thing is going to be, can you calm yourself? The hardest thing is going to be, can you take a deep breath and be able to release all of those things that's holding you back? The hardest thing is going to be, can you look yourself in the mirror and tell yourself that you're worthy enough to be able to get involved in a thing like day trading? Because as I say, you don't have to trade every day, and you don't have to quit your job. The market is open 23 hours a day. The market is open 23 hours a day, so why would you have to quit your job? You know, you don't even have to change anything about your lifestyle except add to it and become the new self out of the self that's already sitting right there waiting to come out of that aura that you got within yourself, ready to go ahead and just explode. Ooh, but you know what I mean. Pause. Ride that 13. Ride that 13. And when that 13 cross that 50, you just ride that 13. Ride that 13. Pause. Ride that 13. Pause. You got to be able to ride that 13 EMA, y'all. You got to be able to ride that 13 EMA. If you don't know what an EMA is, get into my workshop. Click the link below. Link is in the description. Classes are starting up Sunday, July 5th, 1 p.m. And we're going ahead for a Saturday, every Saturday night, 8 p.m. Stop going to the club and jump in to get this MACD cheat code. It's kind of like when you was at school, right? And somebody got all the answers to the test. I'm that guy. I was always that guy in life. In life, I was always that guy that could get the answers from the test. I remember we was in, I think it was like pre-calculus or some shit like that. We had the teacher, his name was, I think it's Mr. Anastasio, if I'm pronouncing it right, going to the K back in like 1999. Mr. Anastasio, he would always leave the answers to his test on his desk. Why would you do that? Why would you do that around me? And guess what? I know the answers to the test already. But guess what? I gotta have a way to share it with my friends. If I pass, we all pass. If I pass, we all pass. This the MACD cheat code. I'm giving it to you the same way I gave everybody the pre-calculus answers off of Mr. Anastasio's desk back in the 11th grade going to the K. Come get this cheat code from me. If you fuck with me, you pass. If you fuck with me, you make bread. Everybody that went to school with me, that was my friend. I remember my boy Marcus. Rest in peace. Rest in peace, Debo. Rest in peace, Big Mark. You know, he passed away some years ago with like a heart malfunction type of thing. You know what I'm saying? It was like a, what they called it, cardiac arrest. He had one of the cardiac arrests. They tried to blame it on the weed and the drugs, and that could be true. I have no idea. I didn't see the autopsy. You know what I'm saying? But he was failing. He was failing school. Well, not necessarily school. He was failing English, to be specific. And I think he had Miss Love. There, he had Miss Love as the teacher. She had this big old dumb afro, this big Angela Davis looking afro, and she was fine as shit too. We had a bunch of fine students, but we had a bunch of fine teachers at the K too. But I would help him with his papers and helped him pass his final, the whole 9. He'll be at my house every morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, helping working on it. You know what I'm saying? I was the only one who had a computer at home. I had one of those big old Apple computers. My sister had got it from college or whatever, but we had it at the crib. And shit, that printer worked, everything worked. Look, we go upload the little CD. We had the CD with the encyclopedia on it. We had the CD with the encyclopedia on it. We'll put that in there. And then next thing you know, boom, he passing. You know? My dog Timbo, he was in the 10th grade. By the time he got to the 12th grade, he had Miss Love too. Bro, I need you to help me pass. I got you. And I graduated. I got everything going on. He still coming to the crib. Now he coming in 6 o'clock in the morning. Same shit. Same shit. Making sure everybody pass. You know, you got to deal with somebody out here who know how to get around and also be able to willing to help you, you know? And that's the type of mentor y'all gonna need to be able to go forward, because this is a lifetime journey. Trading not something that you pick up and think you go do once this week and then once the next week, and then, you know, next thing you know, you look up, you like, oh, okay, I don't want to do it no more. You got to really be committed, because you got to be really committed to handling your emotions and resolving your emotions and really being in a calm state of mind. You got to really be in a cerebral, peaceful understanding of self. You know, other than that, the market will drive you crazy. Every loss will drive you crazy. You know, you can't care whether you win or lose. You just got to go off the probabilities. And that's why I say the MACD arrow system is the king of probabilities, because you could be able to see it right there in your face. All you got to do is execute the trade, put your stop loss under the previous candle, cross your fingers, and walk away. Just walk away, set it and forget it. We got to set up to where your target hit, you already set. You do not have to sit here and watch it. Go cut the grass or something, you know? Go do something else with your time. You know, you don't have to watch your trade. That's what everybody got y'all confused in the game. They got y'all thinking that y'all got to sit there and watch this shit and go through all types of hope, pulp of patience watching the trade. You think I'm sitting here watching my trades? Get the hell out of here. I'm sitting in my trade and I'm going to Walmart or something. Why sit here and watch it? If it hit, it hit. If not, if not. I got the arrow telling me that I'm good anyway. You know? If it go up to the next point of resistance or support, then I'm going to profit. If not, then I probably won't. You know? Learning how to do things like scale up your position if you're going to sit there and watch it. You know what I'm saying? It's all different type of ways to be able to approach the market. But it's up to you to find out within yourself what works best for you to be able to be a successful trader. You know? So tap into the tighten up. Team tighten up. This is Tighten Up Trading. Tap in to the MACD cheat code. The MACD cheat code right here for the people. The system that they've been hiding from you, I bring it to you to bring you success into the market. So if you have never traded before, click the link in the description. Download the information, understanding what futures markets is. Understanding what Team Tighten Up is. If you're a trader that's struggling, tap the link in the description. Get this easy system so you can know exactly when to get in, exactly when to get out. Be able to get you into profitability. And you do not have to trade every day. You do not have to quit your job. All you have to do is have an open mind. And so with that being said, happy traders, trading traders. Peace.